International Animal Rescue is fighting for the survival of the critically endangered orangutan, but we can't do it without you. Please visit internationalanimalrescue.org and help us save orangutans before it's too late. That's internationalanimalrescue.org.
This message is
We're live on Facebook already.
Are we on NB?
Yes, we're on there. I'm checking that right now.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, good morning.
I don't see Jack.
Volume, please turn that volume down. Here we go.
just pure, unbiased education about medical marijuana and unlawful use of cannabis. Find it at mary.famu.edu. That's MNERI.edu.
All right.
940 wins, driven by offleaseonly.com. The nation's
We already got 5 people watching.
Whoa.
I don't know where the hell it is. I can't find it on my phone.
Nautical Ventures.
Yeah, I know that there, Bozo.
It's Mr. Bozo.
God almighty, man.
Come on.
Grouper season has started.
WINC, Miami, WCTU-FM, HD2, Miami Beach. Available everywhere with the...
Don't start after this. There has to be a thing playing after, okay?
940 wins, Miami Sports, iHeartRadio station.
The following program is a paid advertisement. The opinions expressed by the host, guests, and callers do not represent those of this station or station management.
Now.
Wake up, friend.
Wake up. I want to wake up. I woke up this morning, baby. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I wake up to the sound of music. Wake up, Mr. Sleepyhead.
You're waking up to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show with expert troller Eric Brandon.
Here comes the king of hits.
Plus extreme angler Joe Hector.
This is more than we bargained for.
Powered by Mercury Marine. And brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. To talk to fellow fishing fans, call 866-801-0940 or send us a message on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. It's the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
All aboard!
Knew that was coming, man. With the Joe Hector. Of course. It's too freaking early, man, for like lyrical sing-song and dancing and
Time is
jamming.
it? I don't even know.
Dude's like 6:01, man.
Man.
Let me start the show off by having you hold your foot up to the camera, will you please, on the Facebook stream? No, man, put your feet up on the camera, Joe.
Oh, man. Come on, guys.
You got no freaking shoes on, man.
Listen, I always keep
What's wrong with you?
I keep my sandals in my truck. It's like a routine. I'm a very routine guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened, Joe?
And you listen, I'm all the way in Deerfield, so I'm driving and
What happened, Joe?
I don't know where they are. I still don't know where they are.
What's really going on in that truck, Joe?
Oh, man, lots of things.
I have never seen a show in 15 years where the co-host was not wearing a pair of shoes.
Well,
this is a first, man.
It's Florida, guys.
And by the way, you guys missed it before we went on. Eric brought his favorite fishing rods, and he's trying to prop them up against the Mercury box, and they're falling over. And it's like, hey, Eric, why don't you hold them like something you haven't done in a while?
There you go.
You know?
Don't break the table.
Yeah, why don't you hold
Here
this,
we go.
Bill? Hold this, sir. Great, okay. So, we have a big show coming up, Joe. With all the fun and frivolity already. We've got National Boat Safety Month, which kicks off today.
Right.
We'll have
Bow or boat?
Boat Safety Month.
Okay.
And Rodney Moreno, Commissioner of the FWC, will be on at 7:15 talking about some safety tips. Because we all can learn more about safe boating.
Definitely.
But the big theme of the show, as we both know, is grouper season opens today. And I know so many guys are out to just juice to get that one whopper fish because they get big.
Oh, yeah.
They've been laid off for like 5 months now, and they're all ready to be caught. I'm going out tomorrow morning on the L&H with my sons.
Nice. Well, people have their spots as well.
Yeah.
So they're just itching to hit that spot.
And I'll tell you something. Catching mahi is my favorite fish.
Okay.
But my favorite eating fish by far is grouper.
Really?
Because you can't get it that much. A fresh grouper is kind of rare to have all year long, obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a grouper sandwich, to me, is like the tops, dude.
That's your favorite?
A blackened grouper sandwich is my top. Bro.
Really?
or a grilled piece of grouper. Either one, yeah.
More than wahoo?
I mean, God, you had to put me on a spot for that, man?
Yes, because wahoo's good. What about tuna?
I like
blackened.
It. I'm not going to
yellowfin.
Back off. Okay. Sushi, yes, but for a piece of cooked fish, I'm going with staying with my grouper.
All right. So your favorite sandwich? Wow.
Sandwich?
Sandwich? Sandwich.
Early, man. Yeah. Okay.
Sandwich.
Yeah. Is grouper.
Yeah.
Or on a plate, blackened, either one, okay?
I give up.
I only want to eat by looking at your feet, tell you the truth. I've already lost my appetite for the grouper. That's not even
well manicured.
on the menu, man. So we've got a bunch of caps on lineup. They all know the theme this morning. They're all experts. Jimbo Thomas.
Yes.
Danny Ramos. We have Alan Zarumba, who's not catching grouper, but he's catching a big fat bass, obviously. Yeah. We've got George Clark Jr. in the Keys, who's got some serious grouper stuff for us as well.
Awesome.
And the legendary bouncer, we know, has got all kinds of tips, bro.
Can't wait to hear his.
And you guys have caught grouper off kayaks, which we'll touch on.
We'll talk about it. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Your Roundup thing's coming up next month, I might add, just so you know.
Roundup?
Exotic stream thing.
It already happened, Eric.
No, the one offshore, dude.
Oh, God. No. The Summer Slam, guys. That's coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
We're ready.
Right. Let's slam it over to Jimbo Thomas on the Thomas Flyer. Jimbo, baby. Good morning to you. Yo, Jimbo, on the show.
Yeah,
there you are.
I'm here. You there?
Hey, Jimbo.
We're here, man, talking.
Hey, good morning, guys.
How's it going? To you, Jimbo. How are you, buddy?
Well, getting ready to go catch some groupers.
Yes.
That's our show theme today, Jimbo. I'm sure all your clients are all juiced and set. Joe and I both know every captain. You've got your favorite spots, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
On your own, right? I got a few on my own. And you are set to go today. Are you doing the live thing or lure thing, or what's your technique?
I like to troll for them, but it's a little better trolling for the groupers when the water's a little cooler, so wintertime stuff. So right now, I think our best bet's to go drop some live baits on some of the wrecks. I know last week we were talking about jigging. They'll also eat the jigs over the wrecks as well, but I prefer to drop a big live bait down, drift over the wreck, and let them find us. Wait for the rod to bend over and start reeling. The only drawback to those big, and I like to use a big live bait like a Speedo or a big blue runner. Big grunt will work well also.
Yeah.
But if there's an amberjack anywhere around, he's going to eat that live bait as well. So be prepared to reel in some amberjacks. But you never know what's going to bite. And if the groupers are hanging around there, then there's also going to be amberjacks hanging around that particular spot because they're all there for the same reason. That's to eat, for food source.
Sure.
So if there's amberjacks there, there's a good shot that there's groupers there. And if there's no groupers there, there's probably going to be no amberjacks either. So it's not a bad thing.
Well,
we're talking. What's that?
No, go, Jim. Go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, we're talking about secret spots. There are no secret spots anymore, unfortunately. GPS pretty much put an end to all secret spots. But you just want to be the first one to the good spot. Whether you think it's secret or not, there's 100 other guys think they have that same secret spot as well. So you just got to be the first one there. Although you could be sitting there and somebody else and you leave without a bite and somebody pulls up behind you and they catch a fish of any kind, really.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get some Speedos. That's what I like to use for groupers.
Yeah.
And if there is a grouper on that spot, he will eat a Speedo. But again, so will that amberjack or a barracuda or a shark. So we're going to try and get some live Speedos, go drop on a few of the different wrecks and see what happens. But otherwise, the fishing's been pretty good. Yesterday afternoon, the fishing really picked up, general fishing. All week, we were kind of plagued with no current. We had really nice blue water, but very little current. Fishing was all right, but not as good as it should be this time of the year. We're catching sails, some blackfin tunas, a fair amount of king mackerel, and we even had a cobia this week. There's been a fair amount of bonitas and sharks and other miscellaneous stuff mixed in. But yesterday afternoon, the current started running, and with that, the fishing really picked up. So, that tells us that the fish are there. They're just not biting as good when there's no current, because in the morning there was little or no current, and it was kind of the same conditions that we had all week with just a mediocre bite. And then in the afternoon, the current started running and the fishing got like on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So those fish didn't just show up in an hour. That current prompted them to bite. Who knows what it is, but that current really means a lot this time of the year, especially.
Definitely.
So pretty much everything all week has been live baiting, fishing herrings, goggle eyes, sardines, whatever you got, fishing them under the kite. And it's been fairly steady bite. And then with the kings, if they're biting, we've been putting a piece of wire leader on there, which doesn't really make any difference on our sailfish bites, or if there's a mahi around, it won't make any difference. But we do feel it makes a little bit of a difference on our tuna bites. So, of course, if you have one line out there with no wire leader, that's the one that's going to get cut off by the king.
Right.
So, but it's been decent fishing. Looks like it's going to be a nice day as well today.
I'm thinking, Joe, also about these groupers. We have a size limit, the actual slot on these fish, and the count per person you keep on these groupers, Jimbo. So you're looking at what? One fish per person? One grouper?
One per person, and they've got to be 24 inches. Our motto is if we have to measure them, they're too small.
Okay.
So we're hoping to get them so we eyeball them and don't have to, you'd say that's a nice one that you won't have to break out the tape measure.
Gotcha. So I'm guessing, Joe, the assumption is basically anything live you drop down there could be whatever, bait, pinfish.
Yeah, I mean, that's the season, man.
Anything that's live downstairs, a grouper will grab it pretty much.
Sure.
By the way, we had that huge fish that you took from Jimbo's boat in the middle of you guys. That thing looks like a beast.
Jimbo, you sent me some great photos, man. If you look at the Facebook stream, which you can't do because you're driving, obviously, but on the camera, we got a couple of great shots of you and some great fish you guys have caught on your boat back in your trips. So, some beast you've got, man. You got cred, buddy. You got cred on the show.
Yeah, the one real big one, we caught him last year, and that's probably going to be the first spot I'm going to where he came from. And we didn't weigh him, but we guessed him to be around 60 pounds.
Jimbo, can you tell us where that spot is, since it's not secret anymore?
Yeah, so there's a big X right on the side of the boat, and you drop right down right there.
Good try there, Greg. Good try, man. But I'm looking at this photo, Jimbo. A lot of these groupers, Joe, you've seen come up with their stomachs out of their mouth.
Yeah, the pressure,
It's weird to watch that, see that big, massive thing is. And I've seen, I know grouper, the bouncer's boat, he keeps a sequelizer on board. Which what happens? It pops it, lets the fish go away safely back downstairs. So, if you guys do find that situation happening, know how to actually deflate that thing. What is it? Stomach, bladder? What is it, Jimbo?
Yeah, that's his stomach, and it's from the pressure. That sucker's been living down. That fish came from about 220 feet of water.
Right.
So he was living down on the bottom where that air is compressed, and then as you bring him up, the pressure's a lot less. And that air starts expanding, and that's what it does to them. We do also use a sequelizer. It's obviously best when they're not blown up like that.
Right.
But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can do, especially if you get them out of season, and we got to let them go. If you catch them in shallower water, that's typically not an issue, and the black groupers are usually pretty good about not blowing up, but every now and then you get one, like that big one did. But I was going to say, I've caught them quite a bit larger in the Bahamas, but that's the biggest one we've ever caught out of Miami.
Nice.
And I've caught quite a few in the 50-pound range, but that one was 60 plus, we guess. My scale only went up to 50 pounds, so who knows?
You know what, Joe, that big stomach coming out of his mouth reminds me of like a full night at the Golden Corral.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
Anyway, Jim, we got the clock says we got to rock, man. But hey, man, great luck today. Get those fatties, man, and do what you keep doing, man.
Yeah, thanks, Jimbo.
All right, you got it, guys. Hopefully, we'll get one early, and I'll get you a picture in.
Shoot it to me. Thanks very much. We got to take a little break, Joe, but a lot coming up on the program. We have a Starbright bucket at 7:15, which will do that magic number, which takes you forever. God, forever to come up with a freaking number. You wanted 10. It takes you half an hour.
It's a special task.
It's like some kind of a drama intro to a major movie or something, man. God almighty. In the meantime, we'll try to find Joe some shoes.
Thank you.
And we'll carry on, man. Good morning, folks. 6:13, 940 wins, Miami Sports.
When it comes to kayak fishing, Nautical Ventures knows what you need to catch fish. They carry top brands from Hobie, Ocean, Wilderness, Old Town, Perception, Necky, and are experts in rigging your kayak. They'll customize your kayak with fishing amenities, lights, depth finders, and anything else that fits your personal fishing style. Nautical Ventures has the largest and latest selection of kayaks and accessories in stock, and you can try it before you buy it in their exclusive Aqua Zone. Go to nauticalventures.com for more details. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for kayak fishing.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore. Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford. South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting BlueWaterSportFishingBoats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Calling all captains, mates, and landlubbers. Shenanigans Sports Pub and Shenanigans Eastside Pub is open for business. Get out of quarantine and get into our award-winning burgers, voted #1 by Travel Pulse. Treat yourself to the best chicken wings in Florida, as voted by MSN.com. Our seafood is so fresh, you'll think it just came off the boat, because it did. And our prime rib sandwich, it'll stick to your ribs. All served up by the weekly Fisherman Chef du Jour. We offer great craft cocktails, microbrew beers, $3 pints of Bud Light, and the only Corona you'll find here comes in an ice-cold brew. Don't want to eat in? Call ahead and use our convenient drive-thru for speedy takeout service. So get yourself out of quarantine and get yourself into Shenanigans. Shenanigans Eastside on US 1 in Dania, or Shenanigans Sports Pub at Sheridan and Park in Hollywood. Shenanigans, your pub for good grub.
I'm a father.
I'm an aunt. I'm a neighbor.
I'm a veteran. But out here, on the water,
I'm operating the boat.
a boat operator. I'm a safe operator.
The operator.
If you're behind the wheel of a boat, you only have one job: keep everyone safe. Always scan the water and be aware of your surroundings. Learn more about boating safety at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Joystick piloting for outboards by Mercury enhances virtually every aspect of boating, delivering ultimate confidence through effortless and intuitive joystick boat control. Mercury's JPO, designed for dual, triple, and quad Verado-powered vessels, allows you to simply and efficiently move your boat in any direction, sideways, diagonally, forward, backward, or even rotate in place. And you can dock or maneuver with confidence in tight spaces despite wind and current. Ask your Mercury dealer about joystick piloting for outboards.
The Hyundai Air and Sea Show returns to South Beach.
You guys got a little bit of time here if you want to say hello to everybody.
I'll say hi to one guy real quick. Nick Brent Trillo goes, grouper sandwich, oh hell yes. He's got my back.
He likes grouper sandwiches.
He likes the grouper sandwich.
He does.
Thank you very much. All right.
Grouper sandwich.
Juan M. Miglio. Good morning, man. Karen Kubanek, one of our faves, who stays on. Robert Sylvia, Joe, as you know.
Yeah.
Hardcore dude. Loves the show.
How's it going, Robert?
Love it, man.
Clara.
Taylor. Elon Tao, the neighbor.
Good morning, Elon.
Al. How's it going, Al?
Ow. I'm putting these rods between my legs, man.
New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. It detoxifies below the gum line to
something down there.
in just 7 days.
Jason Gabriel just sent me a text on Messenger saying not going live on Facebook anymore. Jason, we're on the air live, dude.
New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. Healthy, beautiful.
I'm watching it back, so it's working.
Did he comment on this video?
Than anyone else in Miami. 940 wins.
It's time for the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show, powered by Mercury Marine.
To me, there's nothing better than to spend all of my time out on the water.
With waterman Eric Brandon.
'Cause that's where I get my kicks, out on the water.
And extreme angler Joe Hector.
Hey, it's my residence.
Call your resident fishing experts, Eric and Joe, at 866-801-0940 and get hooked up.
You know where we'd be spending our weekend?
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car.
Don't wanna waste my time or a single dime on something high and dry, out on the water.
Want to see the show live? Go to the Nautical Ventures Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it takes to walk barefoot on this show.
Welcome back to the show, Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show. It's grouper, and more grouper on the program today, baby. I just love the tug of that rod, man, when the big old grouper grabs, bro. I got a couple of these on my Facebook stream. I do carry a couple of my favorite rods. I've got a Penn Battle 7000.
Nice.
On a 7-foot star rod, which has got some really serious backbone.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with the TLD 25.
Oh, yeah.
So these are two of my go-to rods I use, and unfortunately for me, not a lot of history catching fish on these rods, but they look great. Okay.
Oh,
I can't say I've been
What's the biggest fish you caught on them?
On the
spinner?
Probably a good 30-pound mahi.
Nice.
I love catching mahi on spinner, by the way.
Yeah.
And on this big bad TLD 25, I've got too many damn back-breaking amberjack, I might add.
Amberjack.
Which I hate, but they're fighters, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
These are not working out on Zareba's boat. He's a fishing guy who catches bass. These would not qualify as.
No.
Unless he catches one of your red-tailed catfish.
Red-tailed catfish.
That big-ass fish will work with that rod, man, right?
That's right.
Oh, you're not playing this damn thing.
No, I'm not playing it, but it is his theme, so it's just bring him in.
Alan Zaremba. Good morning to you, baby.
How's it going, Alan?
What's going on?
It's early, obviously.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm sitting here on the water, getting ready to go, and my favorite clients just showed up for the day, and we're going to get ready to do Attack the Peacocks today. It's going to be our main thing in the city. But yesterday was out in the Glades, and I've been out in the Glades almost all week.
Right.
And it's I don't know how to say it. It's pretty much just on fire out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you mean hundreds of fish, hundreds of everything, whatever.
Hundreds of fish. Almost searching for thousands of fish. Haven't quite got there yet, but we've gotten quite a few. I had these two ladies on the boat this week for 4 days, and they were basically going after a variety. And then one day they caught over 600 fish. Of course, that's a lot of small fish too, but that was part of what they were doing. They were in a little tournament that their ladies club holds every year for 2 months, and they have a certain amount of fish they have to catch and for points and all that stuff. And we just tore up the warmouths. We tore up the tiger bass, or also called jaguar guapotes. We you name it, we were catching it. Bluegills, all these fish counted a point apiece, and they did very well. Of course, the Oscars were hitting too, and we got some peacock bass and some largemouth bass, but it was really, really good fishing, and you just can't go wrong out there right now.
That's great.
Nice, man. Nice. So,
Yeah.
Joe, obviously you're a very accomplished freshwater fisherman. You've caught peacocks. You've caught everything.
I love
with
it,
that damn
yeah.
red-tailed catfish.
It's been great right now.
Yeah, I mean,
little Mia caught her second clown knifefish.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The clowns have
man.
been really just
wow.
You know, usually with the clownfish, I'm not a great angler when it comes to them. I just haven't really caught a lot of them. And this year so far has been epic for me.
That's nice, man.
Catching them. So
and seeing me at 2 years old catch a clown knife is going to be something else, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I got some awesome pictures.
I bet you do, Daddy. I bet you do.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you will never catch a lot of clown knife fish. That's just the way they are.
Yeah.
To catch a few a day is actually doing pretty good. And they're not necessarily my favorite fish to go after because of that. When people are expecting me to produce fish for them, and that's just not a great fish to target. I'm not saying they're not catchable, and of course because I don't use the candy, you're using lures and stuff. It makes it a little bit tougher, but we do catch them on lures from time to time too. So it goes to show you never know.
What kind of lures do you use for those?
Jerk baits, any kind of little hard stick bait, jerk baits. They like it moving. They like it moving at a pretty good clip. Not like a jerky way I do for the peacocks, but more of a steady retrieve.
Okay.
It seems to be the best way to target them.
Interesting.
Very cool, man. Well, hey, I did get a boatload of guys going on. Does your boat have an engine today there, Al? Or what, you going engineless?
Yes, sir. It has an engine, and it's working, and I've got a Yamaha, okay, and I have a Suzuki on the other boat, and they don't go bad on me, so it's all good.
Oh, look, there's his engine.
They work great, Joe. If it keeps them out of the water. You know what I mean?
You guys are not going to let him go on that, are you?
He's been busting my ass about my past failed marriages. My only comeback is to bust his ass about...
It's true. What are we up to, 6?
I don't know, 8 maybe. Whatever, you name a number, Al, I'll just agree, okay? All right, whatever.
50.
Have a nice day.
Like me with the Indians, I guess.
Have a nice day. Have a hook in your finger. Thank you very much.
Have a what?
A hook in your finger.
Have a hookin'? Have a hookin'.
One thing I'd love to mention here.
Yes.
Okay, this is just a boating thing that the last couple of days out in the Everglades, because the bite's gotten really good out there. There's tons of boats out there now.
Right.
And what I've noticed with some of these boaters, because they're not experienced, they don't understand that when you slow your boat down to go by another boat, if you don't go all the way down to an idle, you're kicking up the biggest weight you can possibly kick up. They think they're doing me a favor or another guy's a favor, but they're swamping our boats.
Okay.
They need to learn a little bit more about boating.
There you go.
So if we could maybe get the message out there that slowing down halfway is the worst thing you could do to another boat.
We just did, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I hope so. That's why I'm saying it now, so everybody can hear it.
All right, Alan. Hey, have a great day, man.
Thanks, Alan.
You guys have a good one. We're going to go catch them up.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Hey, isn't the captain responsible? We're going to have Mr. Barretto on later on to talk about that. But if you swamp another boat, aren't you liable for that other boat?
I'm not sure the actual maritime rules.
I think you are.
I know if you're offshore and a guy's broken down and you drive by his boat,
right,
you're legally liable and responsible to actually help tow that guy in.
Really? Talk to Rodney about
that. You
that.
can't just drive by him. You actually have to offer assistance.
You have to.
You have to.
How do you know it's not like a setup, like they want some pirates and they want to take your booty?
We'll talk about that and validate that with Rodney Barretto coming up on the program, shall we? Okay, great.
Okay.
He's been the biggest pain in the ass this morning. What'd you sleep
on? That's a good question.
Did you sleep on a nail bed last night, bro?
I'm feeling great, man.
Yeah,
I'm having it's a wonderful day,
flipping nitwit, man. Say again.
That's a really good question, though, with the swamping part.
It is a good question.
I never knew that.
Well, we'll ask him, okay? If a kayaker submerses, do you have to help him get up and go?
I bet you Bouncer knows.
All right,
usually someone will. If there are guys that won't.
We keep yakking, these guys won't get on the show, so we got to kind of zip it and go to the next segment, okay? Danny Ramos on deck next, man. Hang on, folks. 626, 940 wins Miami Sports. Wow.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
Sunshine mixed in with some clouds and spotty showers, so keep that umbrella handy. It's going to get hot today. We're going to have a high of 89, and tonight, low of 75. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 88.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples is evolving to Staples Connect, a new world of possible with innovative tools for small business and remote workers and learners. Explore at your local Staples store or staplesconnect.com and find what you need to take on today and help you tackle tomorrow. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
No outboard moves from 0 to top speed quicker than a Mercury V8 300 horsepower Pro XS. Featuring generous displacement and a performance-tuned powerhead for industry-leading acceleration at top speed. In South Florida, the 300 horsepower Pro XS is perfect for bay and flats boats when you need to cover a lot of water fast. Pro XS simply can't be beat when it comes to performance and reliability. The 300 horsepower Pro XS has everything you need to travel faster, farther, and harder.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
Calling all captains, mates, and landlubbers. Shenanigans Sports Pub and Shenanigans Eastside Pub is open for business. Get out of quarantine and get into our award-winning burgers, voted #1 by Travel Pulse. Treat yourself to the best chicken wings in Florida, as voted by MSN.com. Our seafood is so fresh, you'll think it just came off the boat, because it did. And our prime rib sandwich, it'll stick to your ribs. All served up by the weekly Fisherman Chef du Jour. We offer great craft cocktails, microbrew beers, $3 pints of Bud Light, and the only Corona you'll find here comes in an ice-cold brew. Don't want to eat in? Call ahead and use our convenient drive-thru for speedy takeout service. So get yourself out of quarantine and get yourself into Shenanigans. Shenanigans Eastside on US 1 in Dania, or Shenanigans Sports Pub at Sheridan and Park in Hollywood. Shenanigans, your pub for good grub.
If you're looking to breathe new life into your boat, new motors will open up a whole new world. Nautical Ventures has several repowering options to fit your needs and budget. They carry the top brands including Mercury, Yamaha, Tohatsu, and a wide range of horsepower to give you all the speed you could need. Plus, they offer repower finance programs with affordable, low monthly payments. Contact Nautical Ventures today and talk to their pros about repower options. Call 954-926-5250 or go to nauticalventures.com. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for power.
If you're wanting to spend more time on the water, then check out the new 2021 lineup of Sailfish Center Console, Dual Console, and Walk-Around boats. For nearly 4 decades, Sailfish boats have been catching their limit along Florida's southeast coast, and the new 272 Center Console and 27 Dual Console continue this proud offshore heritage. With head-turning styling, top-tier construction, and incredible on-the-water performance, Sailfish boats feature the legendary Deep V variable degree stepped hull, intelligent ergonomics throughout, and a list of standard features that make Sailfish the best value among upper-tier brands. Deep gunnels, comfortable seating, roomy heads, plenty of storage, solid construction, and incredible performance all make Sailfish boats a must-see. Fishing focused and family friendly, Sailfish boats are versatile. Enjoy hardcore fishing in the morning, afternoon wakeboarding with the kids, and a sunset cruise with friends, all with one boat. So if you're in the market for a new boat, the entire Sailfish line is specially priced, making this the best time to join the Sailfish family. Visit sailfishboats.com for more information or to find a Sailfish dealer near you.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. Olive oil dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coatings and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to Starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
When my wife Anne-Marie and I started J.R. Dunn Jewelers 50 years ago, the price of gold was $35 an ounce. Can you believe gold is now over $1,800 an ounce? This is the highest it's been in the past 6 years. If you have some gold jewelry that you're not wearing, this is the perfect time to cash it in. Who knows? Maybe you're sitting on thousands of dollars.
Hey, you guys got a little bit of time here. If you want to say hello to our friendly Facebook friends and listeners.
Yeah, Ralph Reddick, our great friend. Ralph Reddick watching the program. Thank you, Ralph. William Talbert saying good news. I guess good news meaning grouper season, Joe, is in.
Yes.
William Talbert says jerk bait, I guess in reply to Zarba's fishing stuff, yeah.
Enjoy your car working?
Let's see who else called. 941 Studios.
Hello, Juan.
Somebody called from 940 and said, Stephen J. Gray, stop busting Joe and Eric's ass.
Who wrote that?
The program director at 940.
All of that.
Got the memo.
Play-by-play 940
He heard the show.
You're listening to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
I know everybody says.
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. And the fishing buddies everybody needs. Eric Brandon and Joe Hector. You're hooked into the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Yeah, chew tobacco, spit. That little countrified thing going on there, Joe.
Friday after 5.
I think you fit in real good with the country theme this morning.
I do.
Because I'm not knocking country folks, but a few of them do like trailer parks.
You're not.
And you got no shoes on.
Thank you.
You'd fit right in there.
Right.
Great.
You got to pick them up, Chuck, in bare feet, y'all.
You can walk to 7-Eleven and then bare feet over there.
Don't you have some chewing that the tobacco thing there, they're starting right there?
I don't know what happened. My sandals are always in my truck. Like I'm starting to. I have a routine.
We have a dress code on this show, man. You got to have something on the feet, bro.
I need to be. I need my routine.
It's embarrassing.
And I don't know if my wife took them out. Maybe to I don't know.
I'll tell you what, man. Hey, put your foot in the start right mitt. Put your foot in the start right mitt, man. Come on. Put your foot in there, Joe.
I used to have to clean my boat, man. Come on.
Can you guys help me out here?
Let's get back to fishing news, man, on the Blue Dream. Danny Ramos is going to be targeting some groupers today.
My man.
He was getting rigs ready last night.
Really?
He's always prepared as always.
Of course.
Danny, baby, good morning to you.
Danny, my man.
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today?
Well, besides sitting next to Joe with no shoes on, we're doing great, man.
Oh, my
We're doing
gosh.
phenomenal. Thank you very much.
You hear these guys, Danny?
Danny's got a big grouper, by the way.
Barefoot Bandit.
Yeah.
See, Danny knows. Danny's on my side. We're in South Florida.
Yeah, right.
You know, maybe that's the new.
Well, show up next show with no pants on, okay?
The new fad, you know.
You know,
who needs shoes?
Just wear your thong next show.
Maybe I will.
Okay, fine.
Just for you,
Danny. Back to you, man, because you are the man with the plan. What's going on, dude?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Got to go, guys.
Thanks, Danny. Next caller.
What's your plan? What's your plan today, Dan? Huh?
Today's my plan. I actually took off as far as with customers. I just decided I have a kind of a little birthday shindig at the sandbar. But I wanted to make it out early with my girl and kind of, opening day of grouper season. So give it a shot early in the morning. Kind of running and trolling for the groupers the way I do. Kind of unique way I'm catching them, but I might as well give it a shot. It's May 1st, so just for a couple hours, I'm going to go out and drop some planers on the shallow end of the reef and just run my rigs right through there and execute on some of the groupers that are sitting there that haven't been touched all season.
What's your style, Danny? You said you have a different type of style.
Yeah, basically what I do is I'll drop the planer. Basically, it could be, anywhere for depending on the depth that you're doing. You try to find the planer where you're just kind of almost bumping the bottom with the planer where it trips.
Right.
And running it along. Just running it like any other planer. Do your sea witch with a little bit of mylar and a bonita strip. And the groupers, they'll chow that thing down.
Nice.
So I've had a lot of luck with that, and you can cover a lot of ground as well. So you find a nice little reef edge and run it right along there, and you should be able to pick up. I mean, we've caught anything from, big muttons to groupers. So, I mean, more so groupers, but you can catch anything down there.
Sure.
That's kind of my style on how I handpick on these groupers.
I was talking to Danny last night.
Same thing as running an X-Wrap or something like that, an X-Wrap or one of these Nomads or something like that. Kind of same concept that they're doing, but I'm just doing it with the planers.
We're talking last night. Danny's got a special technique with the planers.
I like it. It's a northern style.
It is cool, but he won't tell the audience what size planers he uses. You can use 12s, 8s, 7s, 3, 1s, 2, 4s. He won't give that news out because he has a special size planer.
Come on, man.
He ain't giving it out, man. Forget about it.
Don't tell me.
All right?
No, another good thing this week, I had a charter. I was on Wednesday afternoon, late charter. some guys down from New Jersey.
Yeah.
They kind of booked last minute, and I thought it was going to be blowing, and basically I saw that the wind laid off on the afternoon to peep my nose out, and so I took them out. Got some pinfish, got some pilchards. I went ahead and caught the bait, got a couple crabs. I was game planning to, tarpon or shark, something in there. So they wanted to pull something big. But then I know that the big blackfin tuna have been hitting late afternoon.
Nice.
Yep.
And I know that people are not really aware of it too, but they'll chew at night on that moon phase on April. They'll chew pretty good out of pitch black at night. So I went ahead and I hid some of my wrecks. They were from 175 down to about 95 feet. And, man, we hooked some pretty big blackfin tunas. We got one that was 25 pounds on the scale, and then we had another one that was 20 on the scale.
Awesome.
So they were definitely yanking some drag for these clients. They were super stoked.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense what you said, because if you cut open some of their stomachs, the blackfins,
which you love doing,
of course, you'll see squid. They'll just come out, instead of the white worms.
Well, God.
Yeah, they're feeding at night. They're feeding at night on that moon phase. And they've been some big boys around. I heard that there was a 38-pounder caught.
What?
One of my buddies caught. Yeah, that's a monster.
Oh, my gosh. In Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of Miami. Yep. One of my buddies is a captain.
I got to get out. See, that's my thing. I love the blackfin.
Listen, a blackfin tuna 25 to 28 pounds is a big fish, okay? But you're talking about 38?
38?
That's got to be close to a record, man.
That's borderline like getting into yellowfin territory.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
I mean,
that's that's when he told me that, and it's coming from a trusted sources. He told me as a kid that Lester Baby, he told me one of his buddies had caught that. We all was like, what? He goes, yep. I'm like, wow, that's a giant.
Do you know what he used? Was he jigging?
Live bait.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? When I most of my blackfin, I've caught, because I'll use just a little stinger rig, and with a little bit of wire.
Right.
I'd say just like 5 inches, 6 inches.
Right.
And I've caught just about all my blackfin tuna either on jigging or on that rig. And I've never really caught any on no wire.
There you go, man.
So I get it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But I think they're just, when they're out in force,
you got your own style,
they're
man.
feeding, man.
And it's working for you.
And just a little stinger rig. I use like a 3.0 J hook.
Sure.
So I go a little stealthy.
Outstanding,
man.
We'll keep it up, Joe, because you're catching them, man.
Don't get stressed out about the wires. What I'm trying to tell people, like, you could use it and still get
if you got some good bait, it don't matter on the wire. If you got a good, nice, hardy bait, a nice bait that's kicking, they're gonna hit it. That's just all you got to do with your rig that you're doing in comparison to the bait that you're putting on. If the bait can move as the way it should be with whatever kind of, whether you're using a little wire or something like that, they're going to hit it. But, sometimes when people put a little over-exaggerating tackle to use for their bait, they got a small pilchard and then they got, a 7.0 hook on it. And, you're not, it's very exposed,
Yeah.
Well, Danny, I know you're going to target those grouper early to hit the sandbar, so go hook up, man. If you get something big on a boat, man, shoot me some photos. I love seeing your stuff, as always, what I mean?
Good luck today, brother.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
All right. Thanks, Danny.
See ya.
So, are your kayak guys ever catch a grouper offshore in a yak?
Gosh, all the time. Yeah. Actually, when we did our Bahamas tournament for 4 years, we caught some monster
on
grouper.
A yak.
Yeah. I mean monsters. I don't have the weights off the top of my head. You can find it on our website, extremekayakfishing.com, but we've caught definitely 30-plus pounders.
That's a big fish to be sitting inside your kayak, man.
Monster muttons, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Bahamas was just unbelievable when it came to grouper fishing.
It's amazing the fish you guys catch on those your offshore series. I mean, from gigantic wahoo to kingfish to cobia, yellowfin, you name it. You guys have caught them on those yaks.
Yeah.
And these are all big fish. I want to say hi to a guy on our Facebook stream. Ozzy Ochoa has got his yak on his vehicle. He's heading towards the saltwater. He's going offshore to do some kayak saltwater fishing today.
Nice.
So, hey, my man, Ozzy's also on my Lake Catherine. He's a neighbor of mine.
Okay, cool.
You said Ozzy?
Yeah.
This guy grazes
Ozzy,
too much,
catch some blackfin, man. There's
Yeah.
also some blackfin.
So Ozzy's
I mean,
heading
you're
out,
hearing
man.
it. They've been here for months.
Ozzy, go for a grouper. Why not, man? It's May 1st, man. Grouper Day is today.
Yep.
Get one,
Grouper,
dude.
blackfin.
You name it.
South Florida, baby.
The legend coming up next, Bouncer Smith, I know is going to talk for about 35 minutes on grouper fishing.
I'm ready.
He's got a big-ass grouper fish pick,
He got
by
a
the way, coming
big-ass
up.
grouper fish on that photo coming down. George Clark Jr. up after 7 o'clock hour. Star Bright Bucket coming up. Loaded show, Rodney Brett as well, guys. Thanks so much for being on the program on the Facebook stream, Joe. We love our audience
We
out there.
appreciate all you guys.
You guys on 940, thanks so much. If you love the show, share if you care. Thank you very much. 642, 940 wins. Miami Sports, good morning to you.
Nothing beats the thrill of extreme kayak fishing, with little standing between you and fighting a monster fish. And when it comes to kayak fishing, nothing beats a Hobie with its hands-free Mirage Drive propulsion system. Nautical Ventures is your exclusive Hobie dealer for Broward and Palm Beach. They have the widest selection of models and accessories to make your Hobie uniquely yours. They're rigged by our in-house experts who fish the tournaments. They know what it takes to win. Go to nauticalventures.com to learn more. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for Hobie.
Hear that? That's the sound of confidence. The sound of confidence brought to you by Nationwide Battery. For over 30 years, boaters and fishermen have counted on Nationwide to fire up their engines, to keep their electronics going, week after week, year after year. They have the largest selection of batteries at the best prices, with dockside installation available. If you count on your boat, then count on Nationwide Battery. Visit them at nationwide-battery.com. Nationwide Batteries, the sound of confidence.
South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting bluewatersportfishingboats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Mercury Verado 400 horsepower outboards are built to power the largest boats for the boldest adventures on the water. Verado's proven supercharged powerhead delivers pure marine muscle for unequaled whole shot and superior top speed. Yet Verado 400 remains true to its roots, delivering the best overall boating experience with an advanced midsection that virtually eliminates vibration, while acoustic engineering on the cowl intake and exhaust minimize sound. Test drive Mercury's 400 horse Verado today.
Over the past year, I've helped thousands turn their lives around. And today, I'm going to tell you the one simple trick that will change everything. All you have to do is...
And now a message from our sponsor.
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat, RV, or other outdoor vehicle for great protection and even more savings. Progressive.
And that's it. You'll have that for the rest of your lives. I'm so excited for you.
Progressive. There's never a bad time for great protection. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
I'm going to hit a home run for you this afternoon. Hello!
Baseball is back. Catch a grand in your glove at 940wins.com. Listen for the keyword on the hour weekdays from 7 a.m. through 9 p.m.
All right, play ball!
Catch a grand in your glove. Grand in your glove. At 940wins.com. That's 940wins.com. Grand in your glove is powered by Publix, where saving time doesn't have to be a compromise. That's why Publix offers convenient ways to help you get what you need when you need it. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
As a dentist, I know what my patients are saying during times when they really can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
She says her gums are irritated.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you can do? Absolutely. You can try New Crest Advanced Gum Restore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. It detoxifies below the gum line to restore your gums back to health in just 7 days. Exactly. Healthy gums, healthy mouth.
New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. Healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Hi, this is Jeff DeForest. Be sure to join Mike Luby Lubitz and me.
All right.
Morning at
Stand by.
6. We're certainly hoping everybody had a brilliant weekend. We have the Kentucky Derby. Did we bury you with our selections? Also, a wrap-up on the draft with John Congemi on Dateline Dolphins, and distinguished author John Grisham joins us on the program on 940 Wins, Miami Sports.
Oh, dude, slobs, man.
Wins, Miami Sports.
Wake up! Wake up, friend! Wake up! I want to wake up. I woke up this morning, baby. Somebody save me. Come
waking up to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show with expert troller Eric Brandon.
Here comes the king of hits.
Plus extreme angler Joe Hector.
This is more than we bargained for.
Powered by Mercury Marine. And brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. To talk to fellow fishing fans, call 866-801-0940 or send us a message on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. It's the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Oh. What a beautiful Saturday morning. Nautical Ventures Weekly program is going on. We have the shoeless Joe, Jam, and Hector, our great, amazing, extreme co-host, bar none. My brother, how are you, man?
Living the dream, man.
Got that beard thing coming on pretty good, man. I like that little scruff going down there.
I trimmed it the other day.
You know, beards are a trend. A lot of guys are wearing beards nowadays. I see they're coming back now. Yeah, a lot of cool guys.
You were wearing Joe's beard last week, Eric.
That was a little extreme.
I tried. That was the end of the show. If you guys want to watch last week's show, you'll see that towards the end. I'm wearing
But the highlight was when Joe was getting pecked in his pecker.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of that,
that chicken was fun, man.
That chicken really liked me.
He liked you a lot.
Well, she's coming back for you later on, sir.
All right, let's get back on point, man. We're talking grouper. It's May 1. It's opening season. It's also the beginning of Safe Boating Month with Rodney Barretto coming up after 7 o'clock. The FWC Commission will talk about that. But meantime, I'm dying to hear Captain Bouncer's tips.
Yes.
I caught grouper on his boats. On his boat, rather, with my sons many times. He got my granddaughter and grandson their very first grouper. A lot of fond memories with this man. Cap, good morning to you.
Morning. Good morning, gentlemen. Boy, I tell you what a beautiful morning it is.
Yeah,
we're
definitely
up here all over docks, and the boats are going by, and the Jack Crevells are pounding the schools of mullet, and our bride is pulling up right now to pick us up to go fish the Gray Fish Tag Research Program inaugural swordfish tag and release event.
All right.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Really looking to a great day of tagging and releasing 500-pound swordfish.
Whew. Okay, well, that's a great cause, a great thing, Cap, but, the target of our show today is catching grouper. It's May 1 opening season, and Lord knows you've caught a whole bunch in your days, my friend. My gosh.
You want my best advice on not to have to worry about catching a grouper on the first day of the season?
Sure.
Go sword fishing.
Listen, man, the audience is hanging on, man, waiting for you to give us your greatest ways to catch these big-ass fish. So, come on, Cap.
I'm ready.
Unleash it, baby. All right?
Now, this is not for repetition, but if you want to be sure catching a really big grouper, take Max.
Take what?
Max.
Take Max. Okay.
Isn't that your grandson's name?
Jackson.
Jackson, I'm sorry. Senility's a terrible thing. That's the best way to catch a really big one, is take Jackson fishing.
He's a good luck charm there, Joe. My little grandson's a great, but that was a whopper fish, by the way, Cap, which thank you very much for making that first memory for him. But again, we caught a fish on your boat trolling lures off planers, which worked great. That's been true. I know Danny Ramos was trying that this morning.
Seems to be the trend.
The trend,
planers.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking live bait too, Cap, or what? What's your favorite way?
Trolling plugs or double hook ballyhoo or double hook mullet can be very, very effective. It's at its very best in the dead of winter when the season's closed.
Right.
But they do start pretty good in November, and they usually last into May.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a real good way to start. I heard Jimbo say to take a live Speedo, and I fully agree with that.
Yeah.
Any kind of live bait, especially, here's the problem today.
Mm-hmm.
You're out there right now, you can fish wrecks as shallow as 30, 40, 50 feet and have a decent chance of a big black grouper.
Mm-hmm.
But as the divers get out and they start working the shallow water, for the hook and line fishermen, it's going to become an issue of you almost have to get out 150 feet or deeper to not be competing for the same fish.
Yeah.
So We'll be predominantly, we're going to grouper fish tomorrow because we're in the sword fishing today. But
right.
We'll be fishing predominantly 150 to 220 feet of water for gags and blacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to mention that the gag groupers bite artificial really good. They're really suckers for a really big slow pitch jig. You might want a 200 gram lure, which is 9 ounces, and only be in 150, 160 feet of water, not because you need the weight to get to the bottom, but because using that real heavy jig, you get a real big profile, and you want that grouper to think he's getting to eat a big fat pinfish or a mullet,
right? Not
a little pilchard. So that being said, one of the biggest gag groupers ever anybody catch was on a slow, actually on a vertical jig slow pitch in 155 feet of water. And the biggest grouper I caught in Miami in the last 30 years was a 57-pound Warsaw.
Oof,
and that was caught by a guy that didn't know how to vertical jig. And he dropped the speed jig down to the bottom and never even turned the handle. He just lifted the rod up and down a couple of times, and the rod done over double.
It's happened to me, too.
Blind luck, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Bouncer, tell us about the grouper pick you have that we're showing between Eric and Joe right now. Tell us about this catch.
Well, I'm not looking, but is it a little boy or is it an old man?
It's an old man and another man, and it's a grouper. You were in a red shirt and holding. You sent us the picture, so I think you should know what it is, right?
No, I didn't know whether it was the kid I'm fishing with today with a 70-pound black, or what it actually is that guy's name was John Mahoney, and all he ever talked about, he wanted to catch a big snapper. And then he caught a 24-pound mutton, and then for years all he wanted was a big grouper. And the very last chance we got to take him fishing, he caught that big Goliath grouper, or it used to be called Jewfish,
yep,
over in the Bahamas.
Nice.
And 5 sharks chased it all the way to the boat, and it had the bends, and it's legal to keep them in the Bahamas, so rather than feed them to the sharks, we kept that Jewfish or Goliath grouper. Ate a 2-pound live yellowtail for bait in 60 feet of water. So,
well, I see the photo, Cap.
Really a thrill for the old man.
It shows you like you're holding that fish with one arm, and it looks like it weighs about 70 pounds. I mean, how the hell did you hold that fish for that photo? It looks massive.
Now I'm really confused. You must be talking about... I don't know which one you're talking about now.
You sent us the pic, Bouncer.
If it's not a 220-pound Goliath grouper, it's a 70-pound black grouper.
No, this is the Goliath, Cap, but you actually either it's you get some assistance with maybe a stand or something, but yeah, it's a big ass fish. Looks like you're manhandling it with one arm, so whatever. Anyway,
he's hanging from a rope.
That's what it is. Okay, he's hanging up from a rope. That makes sense. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that's a big ass fish, but yeah,
monster,
for sure.
Monster.
But anyway, Cap, I want to wish you good luck today on those swordfish you got. I'm glad you're back in town. Probably see you over to Shenanigans soon to have a nice, phenomenal meal there, my friend.
Well, I found a new favorite food at Shenanigans this week. I've been there every day this week, and boy, I tried their clam chowder. I hadn't had it in a while. That is the thickest, most deliciousest clam chowder you ever ate in your life, man. I mean, to tell you, that's all I had for dinner last night was a bowl of clam chowder. It was so good and so filling.
Is that a real word, deliciousest? That was the deliciousest bowl of clam chowder on the planet.
We're having today, man.
Now you're bouncing Bouncers by.
No, we've been misspelling words all morning long and mispronouncing words, Bouncer. So welcome to the show. Joe and I have had a couple of gaffes already. So deliciousest is now the new word for the show.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yes, you got it. There you go. You got it all made in the shade now.
All right, Cav. Have a great day, my friend.
Thanks,
we're glad you're back.
Bouncer.
All right.
You betcha. Have a great day yourself. Have a great weekend. And Eric?
Sir.
You stay off of my spots tomorrow.
hell no.
You hear that?
Hell no and double hell no. No, we're going to hit them all, Cap.
Oh, yeah. I'm on the beach at all the spots. So have fun this weekend, guys.
Right.
You got it. Thanks, Cap, very much.
No more secret spots.
There you go.
I will say vertical jigging for groupers, I've caught some monsters.
Have you?
And my go-to jig is it's a knife jig, and it's a glow-in-the-dark with orange stripes, like tiger stripes.
Right.
And then it's like got that glow-in-the-dark on the other color.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like white.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, I use that jig. I haven't done it in a while, of course, but I used to catch some monster gags on there.
I meant to ask you on your kayaks, Joe. We have like 30 seconds left to ask on the program. But do you guys ever carry terminal tackle? Like I gave you my TLD 25 in your hand there with that big stiff rod. Do you guys carry those kind of rods in the boat?
I mean, we do, but we go a little smaller than this, and a little stealthier. You know,
but a good stout rod is the key.
Yeah, I mean, you got to lock up on some of these.
Yeah. You have to horse that thing out of the damn rocks.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the Bahamas. George, our cameraman, was underwater, so he would see where the groupers were going, and they would go in these caves that had like a T, and then you were done. You either got them out before they got to the T, or it was over.
Last thing I'll say before the break is I don't want to be George in the water, the cameraman. That's not where I want to be.
Oh, man.
I want to be in a boat, not in a damn shark-infested water.
Stories that guy has, man, especially in the Bahamas.
You couldn't get me in there, man. All right, George Clark Jr., Keys, man, coming up next, folks. It's been a fun show. We love you all so very much every weekend. We do this for you because we love you. So thank you very much, and join on and share on the Facebook stream. And
share if you care.
Have some coffee, man. 658, 940 wins, Miami Sports.
940 wins, driven by offleaseonly.com, the nation's used car destination.
It's Colin Coward. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-AMG.
With Deshaun Watson's future uncertain, Houston wasted no time in nabbing a possible replacement, selecting Stanford quarterback Davis Mills in the third round of the NFL Draft. The Dolphins made 3 picks on night 2 of the draft, adding Oregon safety Javon Holland, Notre Dame offensive tackle Liam Eichenberg, and Boston College tight end Hunter Long. I'm Adam Crowley.
At Mercedes-AMG, giving 110% isn't just possible, it's mandatory. They squeeze every last drop of performance out of every last coupe, sedan, roadster, and SUV. Visit MBUSA.com/AMG. Mercedes-AMG, driving performance.
Nothing beats the thrill of extreme kayak fishing, with little standing between you and fighting a monster fish. And when it comes to kayak fishing, nothing beats a Hobie with its hands-free Mirage Drive propulsion system. Nautical Ventures is your exclusive Hobie dealer for Broward and Palm Beach. They have the widest selection of models and accessories to make your Hobie uniquely yours. They're rigged by our in-house experts who fish the tournaments. They know what it takes to win. Go to nauticalventures.com to learn more. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for Hobie.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
Need a place to store your boat? How about a wet slip with ocean access? One with hurricane protection and a full-service yard? Nautical Ventures Marine Center in the heart of Fort Lauderdale has dockage starting at just $12 per foot per month, the lowest rate in Broward County. Our full-service yard performs all boat works from bottom paint to engine repower to total refits. Coming soon, a new state-of-the-art 200-unit dry stack. Go to nauticalventures.com/marina for more information. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for fun on the water. The
The Hyundai Air and Sea Show returns to South Beach this Memorial Day weekend.
Got a little bit of time if you want to say hello to everybody.
Well, our good friend Chelsea Hagan saying, morning, y'all. It's nasty out here in Texas. We miss her on the program, but obviously we know she's busy doing things.
As we pay tribute to our
Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Joe, Mike Reese says, any restrictions on what kind of hook and leaders we can use in the Summer Slam?
No.
Okay, he just said no, Mike.
No. And you can go as thick and big as you want, or little and small as you want.
There you go, man. Yeah. So there's the answer to your question, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a picture of Mia with that clown knife she just caught?
Yes, I'm going to share it today.
Because you take pictures of everything. You are the photo man.
Everything.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I sent Steven the group, some of the groupers and muttons we caught in our Bahamas tournaments that we've been talking about.
Oh, cool. You maybe check your messenger, Steve. I think you sent some photos.
Yeah, I'll put them up.
Sweet. Yeah, monsters. And these are on kayaks.
You just showed me during one of our breaks doing a walk down, man. You showed me that big mahi infested with the worms. I saw that big ass fish.
Yeah.
I saw the photos of the big snaps.
Yeah.
And the grouper photos. These are big fish, man.
Listen, over the years, we've caught, I'd say, world-class fish in our tournaments. Marlin.
Yeah.
500-pound marlin. White marlin.
What you guys catch in these kayaks blows my mind. It's just amazing to me, bro.
It's amazing. I mean, same as boats, really.
Well, I'm in a boat. I get a little more protection around me. I got nice high gunnels. You're low in the water, the kayak. Right near a little shark fin going by the kayak. It's a little too close for my comfort, I might add.
Very low. Can they hear us?
Oh, wait. George Clark didn't.
Where saving time doesn't have to be a compromise. That's why Publix offers convenient ways to help you get what you need when you need it. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. WINC, Miami, WCTU-FM, HD2, Miami Beach. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. 940 Wins, Miami Sports, and iHeartRadio station.
You're catching all the fish because you're tuned into the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show, powered by Mercury Marine.
Catch all the fish, drink all the beer, anchor down, stay here.
With your hosts, two legendary fishermen, Eric Brandon and Joe Hector.
Oh, I certainly admire people who do things.
Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln, an easy way to car.
You're just the guy I want to see.
Glad you're here. Drop the guys a line at 866-801-0940.
One ringy dingy.
And now, while you drink all the fish and catch all the beer,
come on, pull yourself together.
It's back to Eric Brandon and Joe Hector on the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
And I like this little man. Little shot of tequila.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
What they out? Dun dun doo. Hour number 2 here already, Joe.
Already, man. God, this show went quick.
Flying by, man.
Quick.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Great caps, great reports coming up. We have Rodney Brito coming up talking about Safe Boating Month, which, of course, is happening starting today.
Yep.
But everything's a grouper theme, man. It's a grouper-themed show today. And my friend in the Keys, George Clark Jr., which I want you to meet one day. I fished with George.
I'd love to.
He's a wonderful dude, man. Great entertainer on his show on Discovery.
Yeah.
The Two Guys, GUIZ. Mm-hmm. And just a fun guy to hang with, man. He's like one of the guys.
Like it, yeah.
He's not like a real cocky egomaniac kind of guy. He's a down-to-earth, neighborly kind of fishing guy who doesn't just yell at you like Bouncer yells at me all the time back fishing the other day.
Well, there's a reason for that.
George Clark Jr., my man. Good morning to you.
George, how's it going, brother?
I yell at myself, okay? I yell at myself. Damn it, why'd you miss that fight?
George, yeah, I know you probably hit yourself more than anybody else because you're a perfectionist with a few things. But, hey, man, we love you in the Keys. I know you got a Keys report for us, but I know you have some great grouper techniques we're dying to hear about, my friend.
Definitely.
Well, I'm getting ready to get out on the water today and go do some group pair fishing. And it's going to be great because you wait till it opens up and you just go try to catch a couple of them, and we're going to eat them.
Yeah.
So that's the whole goal.
Yeah.
And you hope you can get a couple. I don't know. We'll see what they do, but yeah, lots of good techniques for catching the grouper. Rule number 1. Groupers are badass.
Okay,
yeah. You gotta have the right terminal tackle, or you're not gonna catch these guys. It's not light tackle,
right?
Backbone,
heavy tackle. heavy tackle, the right rods, the right string on the rods, and the right swivels and hooks, and I mean, it all comes down to preparing for a good fight, because these fish, you only have to fight them for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right.
But it's the worst 2 or 3 life, when you hook a big one. When you get a 30, 40-pound black grouper, eat your bait, and he decides to go away.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you want to make sure that you have all the right stuff there. So that's what's I guess that's the fun part of bottom fishing. You sit there and you're looking out into outer space, and you're like, oh, this is cool, and you feel your bait down there, and your bait's going, dude, I don't want to be down here. And you're like, well, you're down there because I'm going to try to catch this grouper, and then the grouper's sitting there looking at him.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what they do. They sit there and they look at your bait. After a little bit, that grouper goes, you know what, I'm going to eat that.
Sure. Yeah.
You got a certain style,
and then they try to take off.
Yeah. Do you have a certain style that you do when you grouper fish?
A certain style. Well, I'm stylish as hell.
We know that, George.
I mean, I wear. What I try to do is I try to wear black socks with my pelagic boots. Yeah, so that's my style right there. And then I wear shorts, and then I'll wear a shirt that has some kind of slogan on it.
I go shoeless.
Shoeless, yeah. I kind of think he was alluding to also, George, a certain style, meaning, are you you like to pull plugs? Are you a live bait drop down kind of guy? What's your fave, man?
You know who I am, though. You know who I am, Eric. I'm a live bait guy.
There you go, man. There you go.
I think when you go out there, well, and my customers depend on that, right? I mean, they want to go out there and make sure that I have all the bases covered. They want to make sure that I'm, I've got them. So, when you go out there and you're fishing for these groupers, I will, right? You can drift for groupers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can drift. You can go out there and drift across that deep side of the reef, put baits down there and stuff. And we do that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put big, giant pilchards down, or, if we have pinfish, or, I mean, if you have goggle eyes, it's even better.
Yeah.
Well, goggle eyes, baits like that.
Yeah. $7 a piece, I might have. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, some guys don't care. I mean, they want to go out there and do it. I think when you're fishing for these groupers, and I hope everybody that gets out today has a chance to catch one, because you know what, they're so good to eat, and they're so much fun to catch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a bag of fish for you, Eric. So don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you,
We're
George.
gonna be good.
Okay, enough for me to
go. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, enough for me to give this to Joe. I want to have enough to share with Joe and Steve and Jay Gray, just so you know.
Yeah,
nice. Okay,
of course.
Take care of my boys.
And Joe.
Yeah.
Take care of you guys, man.
Hey, I want to ask you a question real quick, George. On your TV show, at the very end of the show, you guys wrap it up with a cooking segment at a local restaurant, and the chef who prepares your fish does a phenomenal job. What's the name of that restaurant, and who's the chef on the show?
Well, we've had different restaurants and different chefs for the last 4 seasons.
Okay.
So I'm at Sundowners right now.
Okay.
They do a good job there, but I mean, this year was the coolest thing ever, because we got to travel up and down the Keys. We got to go down to Key West. I met so many cool people, and so many awesome chefs that showed me how to cook something a little bit different.
Right.
And they were very, very, nice to just reach out and say, hey, let me show you how to do this. So you have to watch season 4. It's going to be out here coming up soon. And if I could say one thing, though,
sure.
I don't know if I have any people that have watched our show that are listening right now, but if you have, thank you very much, and that's what keeps us going. And I just love to thank anybody that's seen the show, that likes the show. Thanks for watching, because that means a lot to us. And I'm getting off the dock, man. I'm going right now, Eric. I'm going to go catch us some groupers, bro.
He's getting me pumped.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go.
All right, George. Hey, man, go have fun. You're taking your son out today, I understand. So I hope you guys do a good father and son thing today.
This
right?
is a family thing.
I
this
love
is a family thing today. I took the day off to take my family out there and just beat the crap out of groupers.
Awesome.
To be polite, beat the crap out
not
of
really
them.
beat it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we'll let the small ones go. Hopefully we don't get any.
Hey, George, before you go real quick, man, folks want to fish on your boat. What's the best way to contact you for a day on the George Clark machine?
Call. You know what? The best way to get a hold of me nowadays, and like, just text me or at 305-522-2638, or just email me at RodeoCharters.com.
Gotcha, George.
That way you can leave me your information. I'll get back to you or whatever, and love to get some new clients out if you guys want to go.
What part of the Keys are you in?
I'm in the place called Key Largo.
He's a Key Largo there, Gray. All right. George, have a great day, my brother. We can talk all morning long, but the clock says we got to rock here, do a little break. But have a great day, man. Catch him up, man. Catch him
Thanks,
big.
George.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a report here in a little bit.
You're the man.
Awesome. Thank you, George.
It is time, Joe Hector, for the Starbright Bucket of Goodies, baby. It's loaded, man, with all kinds of good stuff. And we know it gets lighter week by week because this knucklehead Gray keeps sticking his hand in the cookie jar.
Man.
Okay? So stop stealing our stuff, Gray.
Yeah. Come on, Steven.
What stuff?
Give us the magic number, JoJo.
Okay.
Let's go while we're young.
I've been thinking about this, all right, for quite some time.
I'm sure you have. Yeah.
Since the beginning of the show. I had a dream about it last night.
Oh, he had a dream.
All right, so I'm going to explain the dream real quick. I was on a dock, and it was barefoot. There was no water. It was like floating. And then all of a sudden, what appeared in front of me was this bright light, and it was Starbright. And all of a sudden, this number appeared. This huge number.
Totally.
And it said number...
Ass kisser.
5.
5! Hallelujah! Number 5, right now. 800.
Special number.
Okay, 866-801-0940.
Can't be a previous winner.
I know, thank you. 866-801-0940. Right down to 940 wins Miami Sports 5. Do it, man. Do it.
Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford.
You love your boat. You love the water. But you'll love them both even more with a new Mercury V8 4-stroke outboard on the transom. The 4-stroke's 4.6-liter V8 powerhead delivers exhilarating acceleration and top speed with uncompromising durability and reliability, while its advanced midsection and undercowl noise management create the smoothest, quietest ride on the water. The 250 and 300 horsepower 4-strokes are famous for superior hole shot and fuel efficiency. See your Mercury dealer today for the exciting 250 and 300 horsepower 4-stroke outboards.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. I'll avoid dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coatings and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to Starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
If you're looking to breathe new life into your boat, new motors will open up a whole new world. Nautical Ventures has several repowering options to fit your needs and budget. They carry the top brands including Mercury, Yamaha, Tohatsu, and a wide range of horsepower to give you all the speed you could need. Plus, they offer repower finance programs with affordable, low monthly payments. Contact Nautical Ventures today and talk to their pros about repower options. Call 954-926-5250 or go to nauticalventures.com. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for power.
Does Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? Yes. It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
With the first pick, the free iHeart app has you covered for the NFL Draft. Listen to the draft with exclusive live coverage from the #1 draft pick all the way to Mr. Irrelevant. And we've added even more hits with the NFL Draft playlist, featuring music selected by some of the biggest stars in this year's NFL Draft class. Make your plans now for the NFL Draft with exclusive player playlists and live pick-by-pick coverage. And you can listen from anywhere, only on the free iHeart app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one.
As a dentist, I know what my patients are saying during times when they really can't speak.
Mm-hmm.
She says her gums are irritated.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you can do? Absolutely. You can try New Crest Advanced Gum Restore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. It detoxifies below the gum line to restore your gums back to health in just 7 days. Exactly. Healthy gums, healthy mouth.
New Crest Advanced Gum Restore. Healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
I'm going to hit a home run for you.
All right, a little bit of time real quick. Let's say hello to buddy.
Lori Wagner, hello there to you. Robert Sylvia, Clara Taylor.
Weekdays from 7 a.m. through 9 p.m.
All right, play ball.
Catch a grand in your glove. At 940wins.com. That's 940wins.com.
Our friend Ozzy Ochoa, your kayak guy.
Time doesn't have to be a compromise. That's
come
why
on,
Publix
damn it.
offers convenient ways to help you get what you need when you need it. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Play-by-play 940 wins. Miami Sports.
Oh, ain't that beautiful? It's all too beautiful. Beautiful. It's all too beautiful. Beautiful day. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day.
Any day fishing's a beautiful day. Now back to the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show, powered by Mercury Marine and brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln, an easy way to car. Now, here's your fishing buddies, Eric Brandon and Joe Hector.
Yeah, baby, got a little country going on right now. Yeehaw. Good morning to you. Welcome back to the show. Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Program. It's been a fun program. Sitting next to my co-host with no shoes on today.
Hi, guys.
Joe, Extreme Man Hector. Joe, you got 85 gallons of coffee and no shoes, dude.
Yes.
You are just ready for the program like nobody.
Story of my life.
I'm saying, my brother.
Yeah.
This is a kickoff of grouper season rather today, and also National Safe Boating Month, which is something very important to know. Because a lot of guys out there don't know what the hell they're doing.
A lot of unsafe boaters here in South Florida.
A lot of guys, because it doesn't take a license to drive a boat, Joe. You buy a boat, drop it in the water, and go, not know what the hell you're doing.
I will say this: throughout the years I've kayak fished, I stopped fishing on the kayak on the weekends. Pretty quick because it was just insane. Guys almost hit me off.
Have you guys seen some of the idiots at the boat ramps?
We're going to talk about that.
That is insane.
We'll talk about that. Let's bring on FWC Commissioner and great friend of ours, Mr. Rodney Barreto. Rodney, my friend, good morning to you.
How's it going, Rodney?
Hey, morning, Eric. Joe, how you guys doing this morning?
We're doing great talking about grouper fishing, but again, this is the kickoff of National Safe Boating Month, and something I know your FWC officers out there try to diligently patrol and keep guys from getting in trouble. So talk about it from your side, please.
Well, listen, the boating, as you know, since the pandemic has increased like tenfold. It's amazing. Your friends and Eric, I know you're in the business of selling boats. Mm-hmm. People, they can't produce them fast enough right now. Right. And I would say our statistics show that 70% plus people don't have no formal training for boating. And so it's all kind of live and learn out on the water, which could be very dangerous. Mm-hmm. So, it's funny when my kids were small, I would take them not even half a mile offshore, and I'd turn the boat off and say, okay, how do you start your boat? What's the GPS numbers? If you had to call someone, if dad was sick, how would you do this? How would you operate the boat? I mean, it really, unfortunately, when you're on the water, it happens so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You're upside down really quick, or you're outside the boat or in the water before you know it.
Yeah. Well, what do you see as being one of the biggest accidents or just mishaps for most novice boaters, Rodney? Is the guys who are hitting a rock down below the boat? They're not taking a wave properly. They're not passing a boat on the right side. I mean, what's their general screw up normally?
Well, it's several issues. It's being impaired on the water. So
there you go.
People who are drinking and boating. We obviously advocate that you have a 360-degree awareness of your surroundings. Kind of know what's going on around you, because before you know it, you look like you're two boats running parallel, but you're running right at each other. I mean, we also really, really encourage people not to boat at night. We have a lot of people hit markers, they're out because a lot of them, not of them all marked. Mm-hmm. And the water is at nighttime is completely different than daytime.
Oh, yeah.
And as an experienced boater, I get worried if I have to run. If I'm running in late and it's dark, I slow it down. It's just amazing because the whole environment changes.
Yeah.
You know what kills me too also, Rodney, is the fact, I know Joe talked about not taking his kayak out on the weekends, because a lot of boaters don't have respect for kayak guys out there. Maybe they don't see them, they're going too fast.
It's a double-edged sword. You got the kayakers too that aren't going out there with the right gear.
Right.
They don't have a flag. Visually, because I'm a boater as well.
Right.
It's hard for us to see the kayaks.
That's true.
So it's a two-way thing. But being on the kayak side of it, I've seen it where some of these guys they'll come right by you, man. And then you're like, yo, and then they give you the finger.
It throws up, man. It might even capsize you a little bit, maybe.
Hey, Rodney, we were talking about this earlier. If you are in a motorboat and you swamp somebody with a heavy-duty wake, isn't the boater responsible for swamping another boat? And then if you do that, you may have to pay to not only rescue these people, but to fix their boat?
I'm sure that that could be the case. It's really... the amount of boats out there and really kind of, I would say, the lack of enforcement. We only have so many officers who could be out there,
right?
We really talk about, people using common courtesy,
right.
When boating, like I know a lot of times I slow down for sailboats because, sailors, kind of get the raft of the big waves that you shoot, your center console shoots off. So I kind of slow down for them and you're kind of, courtesy to your fellow boater. But that's not the case always. Listen, you guys know better than I do. We gone now from, you look at these boats out there, they got 4 or 5 engines on the back of it. The speed of these boats that are going out there in Biscayne Bay, and not just Biscayne Bay, but all over. It's easy for people now to go to the Bahamas. Before, you really had to be a real experienced boater to go to the Bahamas. Not no more. It's anybody who buys a boat and who's got a GPS is in the Bahamas. It's just kind of crazy. You got to be, like I said, we encourage everybody to be aware of their surroundings.
Sure.
Extend courtesy to your fellow boaters. I think that's very important. So
I would also say, Rodney, that we haven't touched upon the fact that have your Coast Guard gear on board, like the run-amount of life jackets, your flare gun, your horn. All the stuff you're supposed to be Coast Guard certified as well. Have all your safety gear on the boat in case you ever need it. An E-perp, by the way, I'd recommend highly. I might say. You know what I mean? Yep.
Like a lot of our boating accidents that involve death. Someone getting killed is someone thrown into the water and they don't have a life jacket on. You can't. Geez. It's very difficult to try to get a life. We encourage people to wear life jackets. A lot of people don't. Right. The agency certainly encourages people to wear it because. Again, like I said, what happens on a boat, it happens so quick, and you're in the middle of the ocean. You need all the proper gear. You need the GPS. You need a E-perp. You need all kinds of gear that you can't buy once you're out there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So we encourage people to spend a little extra money, get all the right gear. You don't know. Hopefully, you'll never have to use it, but when you need it, you need to have it on your boat.
Yeah. Before you go, I'm not sure, Joe. Rodney Barretto is also now a restaurateur.
Oh,
he's got the Redfish Grill, which is just a phenomenon, man. Okay.
Oh, gotta try that.
And he's also opening a second restaurant with Chef Adrian. It's an Italian place. Rodney, give me a little touch back on those 2 restaurants, my friend. How are they doing?
Well, we're actually Forte is an Italian restaurant that we're opening on Miracle Mile. Forte is the chef's mother is Italian. That's her maiden name, believe it or not, Forte. Right. So we called it Forte by Chef Adrian. So we'll be opening that at the end of May.
Nice.
So we're right around the corner. Redfish is going strong. We're so blessed. Most people want to eat outside. Majority of our seating's outside. Of course, you're sitting right there in beautiful Matheson Hammock Park, right on the beach. It doesn't get much better than that, to be honest with you.
He took a place, Joe, that was robbed before, and it kind of got damaged in the big hurricane. He came back and rehabbed the whole place, gutted it, and just did an interior. Look it up on Google, Redfish Grill, and see how beautiful this restaurant is. It's stunning, man.
Okay, yeah. Maria and I will definitely come check that out.
And Chef Adrian, by the way, just puts out some incredibly beautiful fish. It looks too beautiful to eat, Joe.
Oh, okay. So it visually is also...
It's too good looking to eat, man. Okay, I swear to God, Rodney. But hey, man, you've been a joy. Thanks so much for being on the program. Thanks for the great tips on boating safety
so much.
And hopefully you'll have a fine grouper season because you're an avid fisherman, my friend. So go out there and grab a few.
You got it. You guys be safe. Thanks for all the good advice you give all the boaters out there.
Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney.
What a great guy, man.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
be safe.
I mean, with our events, we make sure safety is number one. We have actually the Coast Guard that come in the morning, and they check each person's kayak and put a sticker of approval on their kayak so that we know that they were approved with all their safety gear for the tournaments.
One thing we didn't talk about that maybe we can do near the end of the show, talking about boating safety, is the weather. A lot of folks don't even know. I know the weather's coming up next for us with our show, but the weather's so critical. Remember those two teenagers that went out fishing?
Oh, I remember that.
And a massive front came through and blew the water out of control.
What's up with the fact that always knowing what the weather's going to be is very important.
They never found them, right?
No. Take a little break and back with more, man. The show's rocking. It's almost over already. What the hell? 7:27. 940 Woods Miami Sports.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
Sunshine mixed in with some clouds and spotty showers, so keep that umbrella handy. It's going to get hot today. We're going to have a high of 89, and tonight, low of 75. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 88.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Give spring a whole new sound with Audible Plus. Listen all you want to thousands of select Audible originals, audiobooks, and podcasts, including exclusive series. Start a free 30-day Audible Plus trial when you sign up at audible.com.
You love your boat. You love the water. But you'll love them both even more with a new Mercury V8 4-stroke outboard on the transom. The 4-stroke's 4.6-liter V8 powerhead delivers exhilarating acceleration and top speed with uncompromising durability and reliability, while its advanced midsection and undercowl noise management create the smoothest, quietest ride on the water. The 250 and 300 horsepower 4-strokes are famous for superior hole shot and fuel efficiency. See your Mercury dealer today for the exciting 250 and 300 horsepower 4-stroke outboards.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
Pompano Ford is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Whether you're looking for the power to tow, to ensure you get your shipment there on time, the perfect amount of space with bells and whistles for the whole family, or the ocean breeze in your hair, our award-winning sales staff is here to help you get behind the wheel. With our 21st century service department and on-site Ford certified body shop, Pompano Ford will keep you on the road, ready for your next adventure. Visit us today and drive home in a Ford. South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting BlueWaterSportFishingBoats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Need a place to store your boat? How about a wet slip with ocean access? One with hurricane protection and a full-service yard? Nautical Ventures Marine Center in the heart of Fort Lauderdale has dockage starting at just $12 per foot per month, the lowest rate in Broward County. Our full-service yard performs all boat works from bottom paint to engine repower to total refits. Coming soon, a new state-of-the-art 200-unit dry stack. Go to nauticalventures.com/marina for more information. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for fun on the water.
The Hyundai Air and Sea Show returns to...
Got a little bit of time, so we want to say hello to our Facebook friends and family, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hang on 1 second.
Hold on, Cabana Club. Socially distanced, reserved seating area.
Go.
This
set up.
Spirit of Memorial Day as we pay tribute to our nation's fallen.
All right, we got Frank tuned in.
No, we have something even more important. We've got Maria Hector, Mama,
hi,
the
Mama.
wifey. Hey. Just checking out to make sure you're behaving, Joe. By the way, Maria, can you send your husband out with some damn shoes on next time?
Maria, I cannot find my sandals.
He's got no damn
can
shoes
you
on.
Please show me where they are. I don't know where they are.
Like same-day pickup or next-day delivery.
Cliff Marks, is the Facebook feed working this morning? Yeah, it's working great, dude. Check it out. Nautical Ventures. Log on to Nautical Ventures, man. That's where it's at.
When it comes to serving you and our community, Automotive never quits.
Oh, Eric.
Napa knows.
What? I'm just saying, man.
Yes, dude.
It's on. It's rocking.
Oh, it's on.
It's been streaming, man. Okay.
940 wins.
You found the secret spot to get your fishing in. The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
I wanna go fishing.
Powered by Mercury Marine.
I don't ever wanna stop.
With Eric Brandon and Joe Hector. Brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. Anything you want to know about fishing or boating, troll us at 866-801-0940.
Holy cow. This is more serious than I thought.
Watch the show live on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page.
We'll certainly look forward to that.
The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Eric.
Go ahead, Joe.
Eric and Joe
Go ahead,
on the
Joe.
show.
Welcome back to the show. My God, it's flown by. I can't believe it's this time of the day already.
This is probably one of the fastest shows we've ever done.
It has flown by, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
God almighty.
Grouper talk.
Let's go by the next hour and go to 9. Anyway.
Let's do it.
In the morning. Jennifer Gray Warren, it's a beautiful day here in South Florida, not even close to being rank, my friend. Good morning to you.
It's beautiful.
Good morning to you. It's gorgeous there. I mean, gorgeous. All right, we're all in the car. We're headed to the airport. We're going to Isla Mujeres today.
Really? No kidding. That should be fun.
Be nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So let the kids make all kinds of racket. I love kids making noise in the back seat, so let them go and do their thing. Coop and Kate, let them go crazy, okay? So I guess...
yeah.
I guess go ahead while the kids are doing their thing. Give us a forecast for all of our South Florida buddies down here.
Yeah, so you've got winds about southeast 5 to 10 today. Seas are less than 2 feet. Intercoastal waters a light chop. Should be mostly sunny skies with highs in the mid-80s or so. And then tomorrow, south-southeast winds about 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, and intercoastal waters a light to moderate chop. And that's all I have for you because I'm doing it by memory because I'm driving.
All right, Jim, we'll take it, man. That's great.
She can multitask.
Yeah, it looks like an awesome weekend. And you know if it's good in Miami, it's going to be even better in the Keys because it's always a little bit better because the waters are shallower.
Just one last question, Jen, before you go. The theme today, because it's May 1st and grouper season's open. You ever caught a whopper grouper in your great fishing exploits back in your day?
Oh, my gosh. I've never caught a huge one.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. I thought I had a huge one time, and I kept pulling on it forever, and ended up I was hung on something.
Oh.
But I have caught a couple of small ones, but I haven't been lucky enough to catch a really huge one before. They're fun, though, to catch.
They are.
Pulling on a bus when you've got a big one.
That's a great term, Mick. Pulling on a bus is for sure, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Jen, hey, thanks so much. Enjoy the kids, the family, the weekend. We love you to death. And,
thank you, Jen.
Get on down here one day and fish with us. We miss you terribly down here.
I will. Miss you guys, too. Have a good weekend.
All right,
see ya.
Be well. All right. So, she is really a very accomplished angler. And we're so happy that she's on the show doing the spot-on weather forecast. I'll tell you one thing. To me, Joe, wouldn't this be a great weekend for a kayaker to get offshore and do his thing, man?
Oh, it'd be beautiful, man.
I mean, the one looks perfect for that kind of thing.
I'll tell you what, I know these guys are going out. And what's great about this season and what's coming as well is jigging. There are days where you can just bring jigs and no live bait and still load your boat with blackfin tuna, kingfish, grouper, I mean, anything. So it's just a great season all around. And I will say this as well. It's a great start to the season.
Sure.
With the blackfin reports that we've been getting. It's been unbelievable. So I'm ready for the season. I'm ready for the tournament coming up, June 19th.
Right.
So I can't wait. I'm stoked.
To me, this time of the year is my favorite time to fish, Joe, because it's not so damn hot yet. The summertime, the heat does not really grab you that bad.
Not yet. Yeah.
And the mahi are getting ready to make their return real soon, which is
great. You love mahi, huh?
I love catching mahi, man. As I showed you on the camera, this one rod I've got here, this is the Star Rod with the Penn Battle 7000. Yeah. That's been my go-to stick for catching mahi, and I love it. It's got enough backbone to get a big fish in. Yeah. But then again, lately, as you know, the mahi have been more swingers than gaffers, which is not a happy thing to me. Where the hell they go?
I got to be honest. I haven't really seen a good season for mahi in a long time.
It's been a long time, Joe. Yeah, I know. We talked about
what's the reason? I don't know.
I've heard rumors of longliners offshore doing their thing.
Catching the big ones?
Catching the big ones, yeah. Some folks have said overfishing. Well, I don't think that with a 10-bag limit per person, which to me is still too many, I think 5 per person is plenty.
I agree.
I mean, I don't need 10 mahi, man, to feed me for a month.
You don't need all that.
No, dude.
And then you see those pictures on social media of these guys loading up their boat with little just
oh, they're so proud to come back to the dock with chicken dolphin. Like, really, are you that much of a man? You gotta have 15 or 10 chicken dolphin to prove you've got some cojones? Really?
People got to understand that our fishery is so precious.
It is.
And look what happened with the long lining with the sailfish. A lot of them were getting caught in those long lines years ago.
Yep.
And when they stopped it, our sailfish season went up like insane. I mean, it was awesome.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on with the mahi. I don't know if, like you said, it is the long lining or what. But it's troubling because mahi are such a fast-growing fish.
They really are.
They're made literally to have a short lifespan, grow fast, and be eaten by us.
Yep.
Right?
That's the way it's supposed to work, yeah.
It's troubling. So hopefully we can see a return to a great season of mahi. Hopefully this year we'll see some monsters.
And as our captains all believe in, man, conservation is key, Joe.
It's key.
I mean,
it's always key.
I mean, let our kids enjoy the same things we've enjoyed in our younger days. Because I've seen some great fishing days back in my day. When my dad would take me out, you got mahi around a boat, dude. You had like thousands of fish around a boat. It was insane.
Unbelievable.
Now you're lucky if you have 5 or 10 around a boat. So let's practice conservation. We tried Wayne Kahn. Wayne Kahn's got a great batch of guys on the reward fleet. He's currently busy getting boats ready, so he'll come back after the break, okay?
Yeah.
But it's time for us to talk about a sponsor of the program that needs some serious props.
Mercury, baby.
Mercury, baby. Mercury Marine has got something new on the market, which, in case you've not heard about this, maybe you're under a rock, I'm not sure. The V12 600 horsepower, just badass.
Awesome.
I mean, I am dying to go on a boat with that kind of power in the back of that transom to see what that thing can do.
I have to say, I have been looking around at some boats.
Oh, have you?
A little bit.
All right.
And I'm in love with the it's the 21 Mako, and it's got the new Mercury on it.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, man, I'm itching a little bit.
I got
and these Mercuries, you don't have to flush the engine normally like you would like with the older ones where you got to flush it with the water or something. This one, you flush it, but it's short, it's quick, it's a lot easier, it's,
What's really cool about the newest, the 200s to 300s, is they have this ingenious cowling right now.
Right.
On top of the cowling is a special little door. Well, they haven't thought about this before, I have no idea. You press the door button, it opens up, and there's your oil stick right there.
Yeah, see,
no taking the cowling off like back in the day where they might fall off your boat.
Sure.
Man. Check your oil right there. It's ingenious. A simple device that works great. But again, they got a phenomenal warranty. They got great fuel economy. They definitely will last you a lot longer. They've got the corrosion issue down to a science.
Yeah.
They spent millions and millions and millions of dollars for anti-corrosion on your motor, which is badass.
And their warranties are the best.
They are the best. And see, even Stephen J. Gray with his little 50 on the back of his pontoon boat.
I love my pontoon, by the way. My mechanic hates me because he goes, oh, you got that Mercury. I'm not going to see you anymore. I'm like,
sucker.
Also, but the fuel economy is incredible. I mean, and with the gas prices going up like they have been, that thing it barely takes any. So I love it.
And also, they got a great repower special going on right now, which is phenomenal. If you get that little two-stroker clunker out there blowing blue smoke and coughing and hacking, get a repower at Nautical Ventures or any other certified Mercury dealer. But again, they're great motors. I can attest I've sold many, many boats with Mercury Power, and they are just great engines, and I'm really proud of their sponsors. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Take a little break. Our last one of the morning, we'll have Wayne Connie, who's, like I said, busy baiting stuff for his boats, get his grouper tips as well.
You got to get prepared, right?
And then we'll let you talk about your next tournament coming up before we wrap this bad boy up.
Man, fast.
All right, 7:41, 940 wins Miami Sports. Good morning. Bang.
I'm George Poveromo, and I've made washing and detailing my boat an art. I'll avoid dish soap, which quickly strips away protective wax coatings and even begins eating into the gel coat. For me, it's Starbright Boat Washes exclusively. They're specifically formulated to keep boat surfaces impeccably clean and protected without stripping wax finishes. Available in pine, citrus, and blueberry scents. Go to Starbright.com to find a retailer near you. Starbright. Clean and protect.
One time he forgot to fuel up the boat. And it wouldn't be the first time he left his tackle box behind. On one trip he even headed out without his lucky hat. And seems he almost always forgets to wear his sunscreen. But he never forgets to wear the one thing that could save his life. Life jackets save lives. Wear it, Florida.
Visit myfwc.com for more information.
When it comes to kayak fishing, Nautical Ventures knows what you need to catch fish. They carry top brands from Hobie, Ocean, Wilderness, Old Town, Perception, Necky, and are experts in rigging your kayak. They'll customize your kayak with fishing amenities, lights, depth finders, and anything else that fits your personal fishing style. Nautical Ventures has the largest and latest selection of kayaks and accessories in stock. And you can try it before you buy it in their exclusive Aqua Zone. Go to nauticalventures.com for more details. Nautical Ventures, the go-to people for kayak fishing.
If you're wanting to spend more time on the water, then check out the new 2021 lineup of Sailfish Center Console, Dual Console, and Walk-Around boats. For nearly 4 decades, Sailfish boats have been catching their limit along Florida's southeast coast, and the new 272 Center Console and 27 Dual Console continue this proud offshore heritage. With head-turning styling, top-tier construction, and incredible on-the-water performance, Sailfish boats feature the legendary Deep V variable degree stepped hull, intelligent ergonomics throughout, and a list of standard features that make Sailfish the best value among upper-tier brands. Deep gunnels, comfortable seating, roomy heads, plenty of storage, solid construction, and incredible performance all make Sailfish boats a must-see. Fishing focused and family friendly, Sailfish boats are versatile. Enjoy hardcore fishing in the morning, afternoon wakeboarding with the kids, and a sunset cruise with friends, all with one boat. So if you're in the market for a new boat, the entire Sailfish line is specially priced, making this the best time to join the Sailfish family. Visit sailfishboats.com for more information or to find a Sailfish dealer near you. South Florida fishermen know that this is blue water country, where big fish, big water, and big expectations sit right offshore. So we build blue water boats for the blue water fishermen, where yacht-grade construction meets 21st century technology. And compromise? Well, we leave that for the other guys. You can customize your own blue water boat by visiting bluewatersportfishingboats.com and discover why boating is better on a blue water.
Well, I started my own restaurant because I love to cook. But that also means a lot of greasy pots and pans. And we can't waste time with endless sink changeovers. So we upgraded to Dawn Professional Pot and Pan.
Dawn Professional cleans 58% more pots and pans per sink than the leading competitor.
Less dish soap, fewer changeovers, and more time doing what we love.
Dawn Professional. It's clean. Upgraded. from P&G Professional.
It's a dangerous time in big cities like New York.
Got a little bit of time if you want to say hello to Facebook friends and family here.
Boy, your Nick Brentriello again. He goes, well, that's another thing we have in common, Joe. We have Ask Our Ladies in Our Life where we left things.
Robert.
Lori
Awesome,
Wagner
man.
goes,
Glad you like the show.
Where's Penny? She's coming out soon. Speaking of which, we're going to get these damn carrots.
Penny and chickens.
Cliff, got it.
You want to leave the chickens caged up this weekend, Steve, and not have Joe pecked?
I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't sleep well last night. 'Cause lately I've been losing sleep. Don't you go to sleep? I can't sleep at night.
It's hard to sleep on Friday night thinking about fishing on Saturday. It's the Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show. Powered by Mercury Marine and brought to you by Pompano Ford and Pompano Lincoln. An easy way to car. To talk fishing, call Eric Brandon and Joe Hector at 866-801-0940. Listen on the radio or watch us on the Nautical Ventures Facebook page. The Nautical Ventures Weekly Fisherman Show.
There's more of your head-banging, rock-smacking stuff, whatever.
There we go.
No. Joe. Last segment of the show, Joe. It's flown by. It's almost over. I cannot believe the show has just zipped by like it did, dude.
This show went quick.
Quick. Yeah. I guess talking about grouper makes everybody just all juiced up and psyched up, man. Think about catching those fatties down there, man. You know what I mean?
It just really gets everyone pumped.
It's been a great theme of the show, and it's today's the opening day. I want to get this guy on the show. He's a great friend of this program. He's caught many. We saw some of his photos on the show. It's Captain Wayne Kahn on the Reward Fleet. And Wayne, my friend, good morning to you.
How's it going, Captain Wayne?
Hey. Good morning, gentlemen.
Well, you ready?
Heck yeah. What's up? What can I do for you guys?
Talk about grouper, how you catch them, where you're going. What's the whole drill with the Wayne Kahn guys?
All right.
Huh?
Okay, well, I'll give you some basic stuff for the folks that are listening. I'd say anywhere from the start of the season here, the next month or so, you can still catch them trolling. You don't need super special tackle, but you do need the big plugs.
Okay.
And you do need to have those plugs. This is not like bass fishing. I mean, groupers are ambush predators, and they can hit a lure doing 10 knots. Trust me, I've done it before. But I will say that you need 6.5, 7 knots on whatever you're trolling for these groupers. And I would say fish 50-pound tackle and no less than 100-pound leader, maybe a little more, because when these fish strike, and most of them are blacks, but there are places you may catch some gag groupers as well.
Right.
Excuse me. They hit to where your rod holder, you think your rod holder might break. A 20-pounder will hit that hard. Now, when you've got a lot of drag on it, everything's got to be right. And when you do get a bite, one of the tricks is finding a reef line or an edge. GPS has now showed depth contours, stuff like that. And I'd say keep your fishing from 15 to 30 feet and find plugs that can get, they're going to ride within 5 foot of the bottom. You don't really need to bounce bottom to catch the groupers because they're always looking up. I've seen them down south below Fowley. I've seen the groupers busting ballyhoo with big muttons up there in 12, 14 feet in the wintertime. So, and that, truthfully, years ago, it was one of the coolest things to do was go down there with chugger plugs. And when they were blowing up the ballyhoo, you could hook black groupers and big muttons on chugger plugs. And I'm sure it still happens at times. Not many people bother looking, at those times of the year. But anyway, trolling for groupers, you go up and down the reefs. You go left and you go straight down them if you can, like right on an outside edge, inside edge, right on top with the plugs out, moving 6.5, 7 knots, locked up, a lot of drag. When you get a bite, angle your boat to open water. This will hopefully pull him away because they will bury quickly. Now, they have to bury. You need to have a leader that's longer than the depth you're fishing if possible. So let's say you're fishing 125-pound leader and you hook a fish and he buries you. You better have 25, 30 feet of leader on there. So when you get back, let's just say he hangs you up, you can double wrap, get back on top, right dead on top of him. Now, I'll tell you what, I've swam down and ripped him out myself by hand. But not many guys want to do that.
What?
Why not?
Come on,
What's
man.
the difference?
That's awesome.
Dude, if I could hold my breath and go down to 40 feet, I'd rather do that than I would break the fish off. So what I'm saying, a lot of these fish you're going to catch are 15 to 20 feet of water. So you get dead on top of them. It's your choice. If you trust who you're with and stuff, just put on a mask, go down and rip them out. Or double wrap them real hard and just start jerking and pulling really good and rip out a piece of them anyway. But blacks in general can wrap around stuff. Anyway, that's method number one. One of the other methods is obviously dropping with live bait, stuff like that.
Sure.
Pinfish you don't need Gucci baits. First off, grouper aren't Gucci fish. Hang on, my radios are going nuts. I'm underway now. I got to go fuel up today.
Okay.
So they're not a Gucci fish. If you buy goggle eyes, you're feeding the bait guy. You don't need goggle eyes. White grunts. Plain old white grunts. Yep. Catch them all you want, any size you want, quarter pound, pounders. It doesn't matter. Because when they go down, they're making noise, and that's candy. That's exactly what a grouper's looking for. The beauty about fishing baits like goggle eyes, or even better, I say better, silver mullet. When you drop, let's just say you're fishing on a wreck and you're trying to drop on a wreck. First thing, you never fish dead on top of the wreck. All you're doing, you're setting yourself up to fail and come back with half a leader.
Okay.
Which is second point. Never fish less than 80. Never. There's no reason. You go down there with 40, 50-pound leader, you're just going to hurt a fish a little bit by having him get you off.
Right.
All the county wrecks in Dade County, probably Broward as well, have blacks on them right now. Guaranteed. Yeah. Guaranteed. They're there. So you try to fish the edges a little bit. Get them, like using your depth finder and your GPS, and you can usually figure current by that too. Either you find traps or whatever to give you an idea of the current. And you want to be up current of the wreck, hit the sand, and keep the boat. If you're power fishing, keep the boat in the sand where your bait's 30, 40, 50 feet away from the wreck if you can. They have no problem. Look, I spent my life diving out here. I have dove out here since I was a kid, and I'm 71. So since I think I speared my first black grouper when I was 8 or 9. Wow. And these fish don't necessarily, they live on the reef, yes, but when you dive on a wreck, you may see him 30, 40 yards off to the side sitting by a fan, a big black grouper. Yeah. And if you can get him to bite right there, you got a shot. If that same fish bites you and you're down at bottom level next to the wreck, you're screwed because he can go laterally. You can go. All they got to do is stretch the line. They get you in.
Right.
So where and how you fish means everything with your success rate. The other thing is, like when you hit the bottom, I'll use 2 pounds of lead sometimes when I run my Legacy, the sport fishing boat, depending on the current. And I'm going to bring. If I'm fishing like grunts or pinfish, and I got a 25-foot leader, I'm going to probably have 40 foot winding off the bottom and lock the reel and stick it in the rod holder unless the guy can hold it.
Right.
You don't leave it lay on the bottom. You're putting it right in their den. You want that fish to swim up and eat. Now the cool thing about fishing goggle eyes, blue runners, and mullet, they want nothing to do with the bottom. A pinfish or a grunt will run you in the wreck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it that way.
Right.
Now, when you fish a silver mullet, man, he wants no part of that bottom. You can hit the bottom, come up 10 or 12 cranks. That mullet is stretching that leader up as high as he can away from it.
Yeah.
So on the bite, if you're power fishing, you better be running and motor the boat away and hang on for dear life. And hopefully you got my rod holders on that boat are bolted. They are bolted into the gunnels because I'd rip them out.
Well,
that's the live bait end of it.
We got to rock
jigs, vertical jigs, all that cool stuff. Jigs and ballyhoo, they love them. Red groupers are stupid. You can catch those out on the ledge, 40-fathom ledge. Find any rocks out there, 240. They love big ballyhoo and jigs. So, what can I tell you?
Yeah. Wayne, you have been invaluable on your information. Great information about where to anchor up and what to do, and even diving down and grabbing those damn things, which I'm never going to ever do.
That is awesome, man.
I would never anchor on a wreck. Look, I see guys anchoring on wrecks all the time. It's the worst thing in the world you can do to catch those fish. You're going to bust them all off. So, anyway.
Hey, have the reward fleet go out there. Hope you guys have a great first day of grouper season, Wayne. If anybody can catch them, it's you, buddy. So do it up, man. Bring them up.
Thanks, Wayne. Great info.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you're only as good as your last trip. Goodbye.
That's for damn sure. Great show, Joe. I want to give you a chance. We got like 2 minutes before the break here and get out of here. So
1 minute.
1 minute, rather. I'm sorry. So big show with you coming up next month. Big tournament. Talk about it.
Yeah, man. We got the Summer Slam taking place. That's our big one. That's my baby, and that's taking place June 19th.
Bang.
And the kickoff party will be at Bruised Room, Pompano Beach.
Yep.
That'll be on the Thursday, so that'll be June, 17th.
Okay.
And, we're just really excited. You can go to extremekayakfishing.com and check out all the information on that. You can find us on Facebook, Extreme Kayak Fishing Inc.,
Okay.
Or you can find us on Instagram, Extreme Kayak Fishing, one word. Or you can contact me directly if you have questions about the tournament or anything else. Joe Hector on Facebook or joe.hector.kayak on Instagram.
And this is your baby, man.
This is the big one, yeah. This is the one where we have other events going on. We're going to have a paddleboard race. We're going to have the big stage. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait, man.
And last year we weren't able to do it like this, so we're back to being almost back to normal. Yeah.
All right, man.
So we're close.
Hey, fun show.
It was a great show.
Fun show. I mean, all the caps are great. Thanks so much, Stephen J.
Good info.
Great info.
Yeah.
Great,
Stephen
man.
was awesome today.
You're insane, man. Ricardo back in the studio. Thanks very much. You guys were phenomenal. Jeff DeForest up next with the big show of the Hialeah Park Trivia Challenge. Joe and I will see you back next weekend. And by the way, if you guys are Facebook streamers, man, you love the show, please share. Because
share if you care.
It just keeps the show going. It keeps us with you every weekend. Have a wonderful day, Joe.
You too, brother.
And keep it right here, baby. 940 Wins, Miami Sports.
Bye, guys.
940 Wins, driven by off-lease.
Later, Ricardo. Facebook friends and family, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Boom.
Bye-bye.